So look, the group behind the 7-point plan to reinstate Trump, if you've read their 7-point plan, you probably get an idea that these are not necessarily very credible, reputable people. But if the message hasn't really gotten across, I want to give you a little bit of one of the videos on their website. It's 14 seconds. I feel like if it was 20, you'd be driven mad. You'd tear your eyes out of your head. But here's 14 seconds of the guy that he knows how this unprecedented thing in American history is going to happen.
Our deep research into the swamp at Harvard grew to include the whole Democrat playbook and Democrat skeletons to rock her world. At long last, Nancy will be speechless.
That guy has definitely sacrificed children in his basement. There's no chance. Like, you can't walk across his basement and not be on baby bones the whole time, basically.
That guy has to meet and greet his neighbors in like a legal way. Like, yes, I was convicted and did serve some time, but I'm reformed now. And that is a beautiful child you have. Anyway.
Graphic design and set design is his passion.
His child is filming that as we speak.
Yeah. Now you might think, if we could bring up that video, you might look at that and think that he got the white balance on his camera wrong, which is why he's all red. No, that's because he's being lit by children on fire behind the camera. Anyway, yeah, no, not necessarily super serious, but I do love the little ways how they reveal themselves. Like, so there was the Pelosi melt, like the Wicked Witch of the West. So the part that got him most excited there, you'll note, was, and finally, Pelosi will be silent. He was just so happy about a woman not speaking anymore. That was like the thing that got him going there.
This is like, I just have to say, political conferences are hilarious because they always have crazies that are like, hey man, look at our 7-point plan. And you're like, okay, I'm good. I'm going with, it's like the 5-minute abs instead of the 7-minute abs. We're gonna go over here for the 5-minute plan or the 5-step plan. But it is always, they're so littered. The left has them too. We're not above this. There's always someone who's like, hey, so here's what we gotta do. We just melt all of the coins in the country and then we abolish money, bro. And you're like, no, I'm gonna go to my next panel now. You can stop following me. Like it's just like, I love the way that the weirdos come out to political conferences. We've got the best fans, guys. We're real. Political nerds are always a little weird. I mean, look, it's better than being into like something like, Nazism, but we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Look, everybody needs an interest. Like there were people who could probably fill a business card like that for all of the reasons that the argument that the Eagles could have just resolved the Lord of the Rings thing isn't true. Like everybody can get invested in something. The issue with this, and by the way, I find some of those arguments convincing. Anyway, this is sort of about the real world, which makes it a little bit scarier. Like there are people who are crazy at Comic-Con too, but they're not trying to control the world, But they're as the same insanity.
It's the same cosplay. Like Comic-Con is arguably way more fun and way more harmless. And those people actually have their feet. Yeah, they have their feet on the ground at least. Like, they're not actually cosplaying to overthrow a country. They're just cosplaying to be, I don't know. What's Rosario Dawson in The Mandalorian? I can't remember that character's name.
Ahsoka Tano. Anyway, yes. If you find, by the way, my final advice to you, if you find yourself maybe at like Politicon or something, in an elevator with the Patriots Soar guy, just start screaming as loud as you can because you only have a second or two. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.